Homeowner shoots, kills two men in ski masks claiming to be officers, Houston Police Department says. Wow, wow, wow. Thank goodness this homeowner had the right to bear arms and the right to protect his family and his property. Because could you imagine this happening in somewhere like DC or New York or California, some places in California where you're not allowed to really protect yourself. You're not allowed to own a firearm. Could you imagine this happening there? They would have been victims. Thank God this homeowner had the wherewithal and, of course, like I said, the right to protect themselves. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. We're going to hear what HPD has to say about this. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, click on my link tree. There's a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account. So follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from KHOU.com, and they report that an investigation is underway after two men wearing ski masks and claiming to be police were shot and killed at a home in Southeast Houston Friday night, according to the Houston Police Department. HPD said this happened around 11 p.m. at a home on Belnove Drive, which is off Arenes Street near Galveston Road. The homeowner told police the two men said they were police and claimed they were at home to serve a warrant. The homeowner became suspicious because, they have a Ring camera too, and the suspects were saying they had a warrant, but it was just two people and they were masked up and no police cars, no lights or anything like that, said Lieutenant Khan with the HPD. At some point, police said the men shot at the homeowner through the door, prompting the homeowners to return fire. KHOU 11's Michelle Coy spoke with the neighbor who said they heard a total of 22 gunshots. The homeowner was not hurt in the gunfire, but the two men were both hit and pronounced dead at the scene. And man, you should look at some of the comments on YouTube. I'm gonna play the clip. But some of the comments on YouTube, people was like, that's right, two less people walking around, two terrorizing neighborhoods, and that's taxpayer money that's not going to be wasted on housing these criminals. Like, everyone was like, good for them, good for the homeowners. Everyone is happy that the people, that the homeowner was able to defend himself, and that was some good things to see. I didn't know how people were gonna take that, but it goes to show that we live in a law and order country, and the majority of the people believe in the Second Amendment, believe in protecting yourself and your property and your family. But police said the two men were wearing bulletproof vests and had some sort of badge around their necks. Let's just get to the we'll get to the clip in a minute. But investigators spent nearly 12 hours combing through evidence before leaving the home. They believe the men were in their 20s. Police said if you're ever unsure whether it's really the police outside your door, there are some signs to look for. Obviously, it said, quote, obviously a police car with some sort of lights and sirens and a bullhorn where we'll be announcing ourselves. So there you have it. Let's just listen to the clip from see what HPD Officer Khan or Sergeant Khan or whatever she is has to say about this. Here we go. Then I want to go over some of the comments because I found the comments remarkable. But here we go.
Good evening, I'm Lieutenant Khan with the Houston Police Department. At about 11 p.m. this evening, officers of Eastside Patrol Division received a home invasion call in the 4800 block of Belnove. As officers were arriving, they were receiving updates that there were two masked men at the complainant's house, the caller's house, stating that they were police and that they were here to serve a warrant. And then shortly after, they heard that the caller had been shot at. That's what they received over the call slip, that the caller had been shot at through the door, and then the homeowners returned fire and struck both of the suspects that were at their door. The suspects were wearing bulletproof vests, and had some sort of badge around their neck, and were wearing ski masks as well. So right now we don't have ages on the suspects. They look to be younger, maybe at the most like in their 30s. And the complainants are okay. They're not struck, they're not injured. These suspects have both been pronounced deceased. Officers, upon arrival, did attempt CPR, but realized shortly after that, they were already deceased. So that's what we have right now. If anyone has any information regarding this incident or knows anything about this incident, we urge them to contact Crime Stoppers and the HPD Homicide Division.
So were the homeowners injured at all, or anybody inside the house injured?
No, thankfully the homeowners are okay. They became suspicious because, they have a ring camera too, and the suspects were stating that they had a warrant, but, it's just two people and they're masked up and no police cars, no lights or anything like that. So they immediately became suspicious, and thankfully no one else is hurt.
So were the suspects able to get inside the house, or they all happened to come outside?
No, they were not able to get inside. Again, right now, this is preliminary information from what I've been told. The suspects initially shot first through the front door, and then the complainants, the homeowners, returned fire through the door. And
Yeah, criminals, y'all are stupid. This is Texas. We all strapped up. We all strapped up. Y'all can't just be running up on people's houses like that and think there's not going to be any accountability. But let's look at some of these comments. Let me go to the comments here. Sorry, give me a second. Pull up the actual YouTube video here.
good evening, Lieutenant.
Okay, so these comments I said are amazing. Someone said the fact that he killed both of them is top tier, 100. Both suspects deceased, awesome. That homeowner clearly had firearms training. That's right. Guess the ski masks weren't bulletproof because they had bulletproof vests on. If you don't want to be shot by the homeowner, don't break into the house. That's right. Dead men tell no lies. Facts. This homeowner is a hero. Thanks for taking out the trash, right? 2 less burdens on the taxpayers. Amen. I love these feel-good stories. Stop relying on the government to keep you safe. Kudos to the homeowner for taking out the trash. That's right. And I always say, police only show up after something happens. What do you do in the meantime, in the 5-10 minutes it takes the police to get to your house? You need to have protection to defend your family. And you can't do this in these leftist ran states and cities, unfortunately. That's why they have so many victims, and that's why crime is so bad. Someone else said, saving tax dollars on unnecessary trials and imprisonment. Always leave the bodies to deter others from trying the same thing. Good work, homeowner. Like, these are all positive for the homeowners. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.